I wanted to make a video for everybody about this motor mount issue. I have these energy suspension poly mounts. They're small block Chevys. These should fit, every small block Chevy Gen 1 car. And they use these for every adapter to put LS engines in and that kind of stuff. And I've been having an issue where my LT4 does not fit in the chassis frame stands here from SpeedTech, right? So you got these frame stands here, right? And it's supposed to drop down there and you put a bolt through. Pretty simple. These are motor mounts. Been doing this for well over 100 years with cars. SpeedTech gives me this cool little adapter, and then the mount bolts onto this and it goes in the car. Well, here's the problem. Energy Suspension has been making these things wrong since they began making them. They're too short. And what I mean by that is, here's a factory mount. This is a rubber factory mount. This is the poly mount here from Energy Suspension. If you look down at this like this, do you see the difference in height where the holes are? You see this hole here, right? And you see that hole next to it there? You see the difference in the height of these? It's about 1/2 inch. And that's exactly how much I am having a problem getting these mounts to sit into the car. Now, I don't know why they make it like this. Every single time I've had to use these things, they do not work. I end up throwing them in the trash or sending them back. I would have assumed that, SpeedTech here would have fit these to those mounts, but they still didn't work. I mean, granted, there's some variations, with engines and such, but these LT and LS engines are pretty spot on. I mean, this is like brand new technology. This isn't old junky stuff. But I'm just shocked that Energy Suspension has been selling these things for all these years, and they're wrong. I mean, they're simply just the wrong height, and everybody is fighting to try to get these in their car. And then if they do eventually somehow get them in there, they've either ground out these holes, and it's a weak point right here. They've ground it out up, or they've ground it out sort of this way so that it sits in there. You know what I mean? But now you got like a real thin spot there where it can break off in a high horsepower application. And it's also kind of in there torqued. So now you're getting vibration that's from the engines into the chassis and into the car, instead of it being in the right position where the bolt can slip through and the engine is sitting on it and it's not torqued in there. I just can't understand why they do this. I wish somebody in Energy Suspension would look at this, take a factory mount and say, wow, we've been making these wrong for, 30 years. Time to fix it. Anyway, that's my PSA for today. Thanks, everybody.